The best way to fight kidney disease is making people aware of it.
In the United States, about 30 million people have chronic kidney disease, and a lot of people, millions and millions of people, are at increased risk.
It affects some people when they're very young, sometimes because it was something that's genetically based rather than just random.
My name is Anthony Shepard. I go by Tony. I was diagnosed about 20 years ago. I have polycystic kidney disease. And then in 2015, my nephrologist at the time had told me I needed to be on the transplant list. Two of my aunts have it. They were diagnosed with it.
Other people, as I mentioned, damage their kidneys because of high blood pressure that's gone uncontrolled or diabetes that's not under control.
Kidney disease can happen to anyone. Common causes of kidney disease include diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and just aging.
My name is Naomi Lee. I am a board member on the Kidney Foundation of Northwest Ohio. I was first diagnosed with kidney disease when I was 3 years old. They called it Bright's disease simply because there was a man named Bright who first discovered that you could have a disease of the kidneys, so they named the disease for him. It wasn't until I was a young adult that it resurfaced again. And I was living in Minnesota at the time, and the doctors at the University of Minnesota, after doing about 2 weeks worth of tests, say, in about 10 years you're going to need a transplant. So they put me on a new drug to slow down the progression of the disease, and I went about my life, raised my daughter, went back to school, did all of those sorts of things, but faithfully took my medication, went in and did the lab work every few months, that sort of thing. A lot of the things that the Kidney Foundation does, the main thing they do is direct help to people in our communities, and that's the 20 counties that make up Northwest Ohio, that are living with kidney disease. That might be providing transportation to and from dialysis. It might be help with getting their medication or nutritional supplements. It might be even just emergency financial help if they need it.
When the kidney fails, patients must receive kidney replacement therapy. And the therapy comes in form of dialysis, usually can be 3 to 4 times a week or daily, depending on what type of dialysis the patient is receiving. After a transplant, the patient cost after Medicare is approximately $4,296. Additionally, immunosuppressant drugs taken after transplant cost an average of $280 a month for the remainder of the patient's life. Over the past 10 years, the foundation has raised almost $1.2 million to help our patients and our neighbors with kidney disease.
One of the things that I think people sometimes forget is that when you're on dialysis, most of the time you can't work. And so money can be a real issue. And so if it weren't for the Kidney Foundation providing some of those things, some people may have had to make a choice between getting to their dialysis or eating that day. So it's a big deal.
They help with transportation for dialysis, prescription medications, medical equipment, nutritional supplements, health education, peer-to-peer support.
Providing the financial help, the transportation, all of those sorts of things, as well as the awareness for the folks who may not at this time be affected by kidney disease. But one of the things that I've discovered is that just about everybody has been touched in some way.
Because it is a great organization and they do help a lot of people.
In our community, this is an essential component to having these patients get what they need, get the dialysis that they need to have them even get ready to have a kidney transplant. So patients need to be ready for transplant, and to get ready for transplant, they need to be able to get to dialysis. And so the Kidney Foundation is essential, and their generosity has impacted our patients. And so I am very, very grateful for the Kidney Foundation and what they've been able to do And so it's an honor to actually be part of such a wonderful organization that has direct impact in the community that we live.